What's good, yo? Welcome back to another episode of Ghost of Tsushima, however the hell you want to pronounce it. We're good with that. Last episode was pretty crazy. It's yet again been a little bit of a gap since the last episode, but regardless, the last episode was pretty crazy. We got locked up in prison by our uncle. He abandoned that whole adoption idea. And then right after, we, broke out of prison, and Act 3 started, and our horse died. I know I made, the Last of Us comparison, how the horse dies in The Last of Us. I think the horse death in Ghost of Tsushima is the arguably sadder horse death. I mean, how many horse deaths do we really have in games, you know? I mean, we got, Yoshi, but he's never died, has he? Unless, we bring some fan games into the mix. I have yet to find a full-on, Mario horror fan game. You have, the Sonic EXE and all that, to where it's a literal, full-on fan game made off of the basis of Sonic the Hedgehog physics, but I have yet to find something Mario based that's entirely a horror game yet. As much as I would love to play something like that, I feel like that would be really, really interesting. But yeah, this one's only about 20 minutes long, so I didn't go out of my way to edit it. That, in my opinion, would probably take even more time than just simply doing a voiceover of the already short footage. I will say, by the third act, I was, a little bit more experienced with some of the stealth, some of the combat. And because of that, despite the third act being kind of long, I did kind of, speed through it a little bit. So, we are kind of close to the end of this Let's Play. I know I mentioned a while back in some of my videos that when we start the Call of Duty Black Ops 3 Let's Play, that's going to be near the end of the Ghost of Tsushima Let's Play. And my upload right before this was Black Ops 3 Part 1. So, honestly, we don't have much left of this Let's Play. There's going to be some stuff in between this episode. I'm going to upload some more Black Ops. I'm going to upload some more Arkham Knight. Other than that, Ghost of Tsushima is about to end. We are relatively close to the end. I'm not sure, I want the final episode to do well. But, I'm not really sure how long the videos in between are going to be. I know I don't have much videos left of this Let's Play in particular. The length of the videos I have left, not sure. But, yeah, we got some cinematics going on in the background here. I'll just, I'll quiet myself while I sit here and let this play out. Oh my gosh, it's Yuna. It's Yuna's voice in the background, yes! She's coming to save us. Let's go.
あいつは海岸の砦に兵を集めてる。泉の港だ。
その近くに野営を敷きたい。
調べてみるよ。兵具はつづらの中。支度ができたら櫓に来て。
Alright then. Yeah, I guess another thing to throw out there while I'm on the topic of ROM hacks is there are a couple like ROM hacks that they're to the point where it's essentially like entirely new games. I'm thinking like some of the Mario ROM hacks and you know some of the Pokemon ones and stuff like that, to where it's literally an entirely original story, like Pokemon Ash Gray or the newer Super Mario series, you know. That's the kind of ROM hacks that like you would see me go through on here, because it's to the point where you have entirely different level designs. In like the Ash Gray one, you have entirely different like routes, entirely different character sprites. There's different dialogue. It's literally just playing through Pokemon the anime, the game. And that's what I like about it, is that, you know, it's just like combining the aspects of the games with the plot of the anime. And it does it arguably better than some of those shitty N64 titles did. So, yeah. But, yeah. One that I'm looking, you know, some of the Mario ones I'm looking particularly into is like a Super Mario Land 3 ROM hack. I don't know if it's a ROM hack or a fan game, honestly. Feels a lot like a fan game with the controls, like the physics with Mario, and he's like really slippery in it. It's called Super Mario Land 3 Tatanga's Return. It's kind of like the Super Mario World style, and I like the graphical look of the game. I like all the character sprites and everything. It even has its own world maps. I really like the idea of it. Just an official Super Mario Land 3. It sounds amazing to me. Something I could definitely go play through. And then definitely one of the ones I was thinking about is newer Super Mario Bros. And newer Super Mario Bros. Wii. Don't get them confused with new Super Mario Bros. And new Super Mario Bros. Wii. Those are the shitty ones. Those are the ones that we all kind of lump apart from the original 2D Mario platformers. I am excited for Super Mario Bros. Wonder, considering, you know, it's not part of the new Super Mario Bros. Franchise, where the entire franchise is based around copy-pasting other aspects of the exact... Basically, every new Super Mario Bros. Game is the same. Super Mario Bros. Wonder, everyone's saying, you know, we're going to get like 2D Odyssey, and I can see that. I can definitely see that. And with like newer Super Mario Bros., you know, you have that graphical design of the new Super Mario Bros. Series, but it gives it really creative level designs. There's so many small gimmicks in there that just make it so amazing. Definitely better than the actual games themselves, in my opinion. It's like if you take the level designs of the originals and give them, you know, slightly better graphics and some new physics like the wall jump, the ground pound. That's exactly what the newer Super Mario Bros. Games are. I don't know about y'all, but I was always hoping for like a reskin of, not a reskin, but I guess like a remake of Super Mario Bros. 2, like the American one, the one that we have. You know, the one that's like different in an almost bad way. In my opinion, I'm not the biggest fan of Super Mario Bros. 2. I honestly, I think Lost Levels is better. I know Lost Levels is kind of regarded as like the first bad Mario game. you know, with it being a sequel to the original. So yeah, a lot of people do regard the Lost Levels as the first bad Mario game, but in my opinion, Super Mario Bros. 2 from America was even worse. I feel like, just the, like, gameplay was a lot harder to get used to. For sure. Like, stuff like Super Mario World, you know. Like, I've been playing that stuff since I was literally, like, 5 years old. A whole decade of gaming for me. I'm 15. I've been playing stuff like New Super Mario Bros. Wii, Super Mario All-Stars, Super Mario World. I've been playing that stuff literally since I was like 5 years old. Don't tell me that Super Mario Bros. 2 is better than Super Mario Bros. The Lost Levels. Because it's not. If I want to play some Lost Levels, I'm going to boot up. Or, sorry, if I want to play Super Mario Bros. 2, I'm going to boot up the Lost Levels. Arguably, the Lost Levels has a lot more creative decisions than the original Super Mario Bros. I like the idea that, you know, it's hard, but it's not just that it's hard. It's like you get a bunch of cool, like, background stuff going on. You get some arguably better level designs, and why? That's because it's not just the same basic levels. It's not easy. It's you jump and, like, it activates something, you know. It's like a little bit puzzle-based, kind of like Super Mario Bros. 3. You have that, like, puzzle-based platforming, almost. And, I actually have not done a Let's Play on Super Mario Bros. 3 yet. As soon as I do get through that, or, you know, as soon as I get to that, I plan to get to Super Mario World afterwards, and then, possibly start on the Yoshi games and all that. Those are some of the underrated ones that I've wanted to play a long time. It's like I said, like, I've played Super Mario Bros. 3, I've played Super Mario World. I've never beaten Super Mario Bros. 3, or Super Mario World for that matter. With, like, Yoshi's Island, I've never played that at all, actually. I've played Yoshi's, what was it, Woolly World or Crafted World? I'm not entirely sure. But I think they're, for the most part, the same game, with a couple differences. I don't know, I think one's like a remake of the other in a way. But I know there are some differences. I don't know, now that I'm talking about, like, Mario and stuff, I guess I might as well bring up that Direct, because, you know, I never did really get a chance to talk about it in full, but essentially, my thoughts were, it was amazing, you know, because with me, you know, I feel like I always know what to expect going into a Direct. You know, you obviously, like, you expect your average, like something Zelda related. Maybe you get a little tease for, like, a Mario sports game or a Mario Party. You know, something like that. But I feel like this was one of the ones where, like, you know, it wasn't just Kirby and Zelda. Nintendo finally recognized Mario. They were, you know, we got that Luigi's Mansion Dark Moon remake. We got that Mario RPG remake. Obviously, Super Mario Bros. Wonder is coming out. I mean, what else is there? You got that Princess Peach game coming out. Bro, I'm gonna be hard the whole time, on God. I think that was it. But regardless, you know, that's like the first Direct in a long time where some stuff has genuinely surprised me. You know, it wasn't just another Kirby game. It was, we got some Mario for you too. Then right after that, you got a lot of Sonic stuff revealed. Sonic Origins Plus. You know, Sonic and Mario both being treated to a decent amount of content this year and next year. Although I think all that Mario stuff comes out October-ish. Which is weird in my opinion, because, you know, we haven't really gotten a lot of information on, like, the Peach game and stuff. But I believe it all comes out October-ish. Just trust Nintendo, I guess. I liked seeing that the Arkham trilogy is going to be coming to Switch. That's something, in my opinion, that was just, that was, you know, that was one of them older leaks that, you know, for the January Direct, or February, whatever month it was, for the earlier Direct in the year, that was something everyone was theorizing on, that we're going to see Arkham Collection for Switch. And obviously now we got Arkham Collection for Switch. Oh, even like my little brother, I guess not little, my younger brother. He's like 2 years younger than me. Even him, he's a huge fan of the Arkham games. That's like some of the first like third-person story-based games he has ever played, and those were my third-person story-based games I ever played. So for me and my brother to both be huge fans of those, you know, I've played them all. I don't plan on going out to buy another copy of Arkham Knight. You know, I've given these people enough money. They don't need my money again. Maybe if you'll release a fucking remake of Arkham Origins complete with the DLC, you know, maybe I'll go out and buy your shit. But until then, I've given you all the money that I can. Alright? In all seriousness, though, Arkham is good. I'm excited for, you know, Switch owners who have always wanted to experience it. Because, you know, like me, when I was growing up, I never had, like, the modern consoles or anything. I had a Wii growing up, and that's, like, all I had. And then, you know, I got older, I found out about emulation. That was probably the best thing that's ever happened to me, was finding out about emulation. I still got my first episode of Pokemon Fire Red up. That was the first game I ever emulated. And I sounded so damn excited, bro, booting up that emulator. I was like, oh my god, I can't believe I'm playing Fire Red! And like, damn, bro, I was a super squeaker. I was a super squeaker back then. 'Cause damn. But, yeah. I never really did have a lot of consoles growing up. I had probably just the Wii. Eventually I had gotten a Wii U, and then I got the Switch. You know, I never really had some of the, like, some stuff like this, you know, like PlayStation, Xbox. I never had anything like that. I don't know if it was because my parents thought it was inappropriate or something like that. I doubt that, because, you know, my dad was letting me sit down and watch Scream with him at the ripe age of, like, 7 years old, so I doubt that it was because they figured it would be inappropriate, rather because we just didn't have enough money. But looking back, I probably would have chosen to get like a PS4 or a PS3 rather than like a Nintendo Switch, for instance. As much as I loved Odyssey, as much as I loved Skyward Sword HD, you know, some of the titles like that. Looking back, I probably would have gone for like a PS4 over a Nintendo Switch, or a PS3 per se over a Wii U. Honestly, though, I do kind of prefer the Wii U. I like how it was, like, you know, on par with the Xbox 360 and PS3, you know, for the most part. Obviously, some of that system's most advanced games, they could be ported right over to the Wii U with limited problems, minimal problems. You know, like you get some buffering with like something like Arkham Origins or some of those COD games per se. You know, you would get some bufferings and you know, some of the online stuff. We all know Nintendo never was the best with some of their online content. But the Switch, in my opinion, I get that it's all gimmick based. But other than that, I feel like the Switch had no like technical improvements over the Wii U. Maybe you get some better textures with like, and you know, it's noticeable with some of those ports, like Captain Toad, for instance. I don't know, like some of the ports that you see on Switch, like Donkey Kong Tropical Freeze, Mario Bros. U Deluxe, whatever it may be, it's sometimes noticeable, but like, I feel like there's like the Wii U, it managed to hold some of those games that a literal PS3, Xbox 360 could. That to me is amazing that you can do that. But you know, I think Nintendo kind of wanted that quality over, quantity over quality aspect. So they, you know, pushed the gimmicks and all that. They combined all their gimmicks into one. Made it so that you can play handheld and console. You know, you guys know what I'm saying. But anyways, that's going to be